Hey guys, in this JavaScript tutorial I'm going to be explaining how you can keep track of the index while still using the convenience of a for loop. So what I mean by this is, let's say we had an array of, let's just say, we'll say names. So let's say person 1, person 2, and let's have person 3. So here's our array. Now you probably know there's multiple ways to loop through this array, so we can use a for loop or a while loop. Those are pretty much the only two types in JavaScript, but often there's trade-offs. So if you're going to use a while loop, you want to use a index, then you do while I is not equal to or less than the length of this. You do that, and then you can access the current item using names I, like so. So that's how you would implement looping through this list using the while loop. Now a for loop is much more convenient because you can do we can do for const name of names, and that's very easy, and it's pretty self-explanatory as well. You're just going through it, and this looks very clean. Or you can do for let I equals 0, I is not equal to names dot length I plus 1, and from there this is basically just the same as a while loop. So you can see there's multiple ways of using loops in JavaScript, but what if you want the index of the item and you also just want the item as a variable? Now this is a pretty small concern because obviously you can just do something like this, right? And then from there it's same thing in a while loop, but there's a much easier way actually. So this is all inconvenient. What if we want both the index and current item variable in we'll just say that. Okay, so that's where the entries function comes in. We can do for const, and then we're going to unwrap this. So first we declare the variable or the index variable, then we declare the actual name of the variable. So for const index variable name of names dot entries. Now we're basically unwrapping this if you don't know what this means. So we can do something like var1 var2 is equal to 1 2, and it's just gonna unwrap them like so. That's what this notation is. But yeah, basically this is similar to enumerate in Python, if you know what that is, and we're taking in the index as a variable and a name, and this allows us to literally just have both in variable form, which is nice and readable. So avoids all of this stuff here. I think this is the most inconvenient, if that's a word, but this is the worst one. This is I'd say this is the best out of these three because this doesn't even give you the index, and then this one is definitely the best in my opinion. So that's why for almost all cases of looping you can now use a for loop. The only case you can't use a for loop is probably when you'll have to delete items from the list, because then it's more condition controlled. But apart from that, here's how you can get the index and the variable for the loop all in one go. And just to show that it's true, let's just do this, and you can see we've got the index first and then the actual names of the list. So yeah, thanks for watching, and this was how you do for loop with the index. See you guys in a future video. Bye.